Okay, so this video is on arithmetic sequences continued. You've already figured out how to figure out the common difference, and you know how to find the next three terms. But this lesson is more on being able to find any term of the sequence, right? So like maybe I'll give you the first three or four and you'll figure out what the pattern is, but then I'll say, okay, so hey, what's the 800th number in this list? You definitely don't want to have to list them all the way out, so there's a formula. So this, let me kind of point at some stuff for you. This notation means that you can find any number, right? So whatever n is the number term that you want to find, right? So if you say n is 500, you're finding the 500th number in the list, right? If n is 1,000, you're finding the 1,000th number in the list. This represents the first number in the list. This n and that n are the same. And then D is the common difference, which you already know how to use. So let's scoot this up and try some examples. Okay, so for this example, you have been given the first term, a sub 1, the second term, and the third term, but the question is way down here in the list somewhere is the 68th term, and they want to know what it is. So I'm going to write down the formula. By the way, if you haven't looked, I have all the formulas written out for you, all together on one paper that you can print out. Okay, so in this formula, I'm trying to find the 68th term. So this n and this n are both going to be 68. Let me move this up a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to have a sub 68 equals, this is the first term, so that's 16. Plus 68 minus 1 times D, all right? Now, you already know how to find the difference, right? It's just the pattern. And in this case, the pattern is subtracting 9. Subtracting 9. All right, so now we just got some math to do. A sub 68 is going to equal 16 plus 67 times negative 9. I am not the biggest math genius in the world, so I have my calculator here. 67 times negative 9 is negative 603. And when I add 16 to that, I get an answer of negative 587. So if I had this list continued all the way out to the 68th term, this would be the number in that position. Okay, let's try another one. Example 2. Okay, and I'll write the formula up again. Probably the easiest thing to do, and I highly recommend on all these problems, is writing the formula out first. All right, so if a sub 1 is 3, let me put that in there, and the difference is 4, what is the 10th term? I'm missing a TH there. Oops, sorry. Anyway, the 10th term, so n is going to be 10. So a sub 10, and I'll have a 10 minus 1 in here. So let's see, that's 3 plus 9 times 4, or 3 plus 36, or 39. All right, let's keep going. Okay, now this one, it's asking you to do the same thing, but they just sort of are stating it different. Okay, so here's the formula. Let me write that up. All right, so let's see, we're finding the 30th term. This is the first term, which I can see. N is still 30. And D is the difference. Okay, so let's see, if I'm starting here and I'm getting to negative 19 and then to negative 39, I think that the difference is negative 20. All right, so this is where I get, what, 29 times negative 20. Grabbing my handy-dandy calculator. That's negative 580. Which then is negative 579, is that 30th number in that list. All right, moving on. All right, so if a sub 1 is 6, again, starting with the formula every time. We're looking for the 10th term again. 6 plus 10. That looks horrible. Let's get rid of that. No, not that. Hold on. I know you can't see it, but my program's threatening to erase everything. This is not what I want. That's not what it won't erase. Okay, well, I'm sorry that 10 looks horrible. And the difference is 8. So 6 plus 9 times 8. 6 plus 72 equals 78. All right, there you go. Again, pretty simple formula. I hope it's pretty straightforward.